Work hard, get dough. I can't get no sleep, please make my life more simple. But I wouldn't trade a thing for what I have. I go hard, do what I need to make it last. They say the good die young, I hope I'm back.
Okay, well, good morning, people. This vlog starting with no morning shenanigans whatsoever. No puppies, no Amanda, dead asleep. It is the crack of 11 a.m. I know that sounds to normal people like, what? I've already worked out, took the kids to the school, went to the gym, done 9 hours of work, did a project, I haven't even had lunch yet. And I'm like, okay, well, congrats, because I'm just waking up because of the schedule that I'm on. And here we are. Again, now we know we're 10 to 1 to hit it, and we've hit it once. So we're running kind of bad with the light, as we are at the series. So what's the deal today? What was I just saying? I don't know. My brain's like not even awake yet. I haven't had my coffee yet. I just sort of got up and went because what am I wearing today? Okay, we got an Always a Good Game hat. It's kind of fun. Oh, there's the boy. And then we got another Rocky shirt from contendersclothing.com. Use promo code KidPoker20. Save yourself 20% off. What the hell's going on today? Today's a wild one. Got 29,000. We're playing 4 and 8,000 limits. So it might not sound like a lot because it isn't. But it's enough. Okay. I've actually won plenty of mixed game style tournaments or gone deep after having just like, 1 to 3 big bets. And hopefully we start on a stud game like Raz or even Stud or Stud 8. Stud 8 is the best game, but anything in that regard. When you play a horse tournament and you're short, the period you're most anxious about, I guess, or you don't want to see as a short stack is Hold'em and Omaha 8 Better. Omaha 8 Better is actually decent, but not quite as good as Stud 8. The difference is paying blinds, like big blinds, all big, one big chunk, and then when you are in the big blind, you often have to defend, so that costs you a full big bet. In Stud, I have 29 antes. It's 1 and 4. Can ante and see 29 hands if it was just Stud. That's, it's a lot better. But anyway, no Monoskin this morning. Too early for all that. I'll make the coffee when I get there. And we're gonna do our best, y'all. We'll get to the rest. See, look how slow I am. It's like I'm a pothead, and I don't do pot. Never liked it. I tried it first time, true story. Never did it. As a teenager, my friends smoked every single day, and they fucking smoke it in the car, so I guess sometimes I'd get a contact high or whatever. And I said I'd never do it. Then I was 37 years old and said, all right, this was with Amanda actually way back when. I tried it for the first time. I went over to Stape's house, and he made these little brownies, I don't know, with weed in them. And I had like 4 of them, and they didn't do anything. And 45 minutes later, he was playing a video game, and he sort of missed the shot, and I started laughing uncontrollably. And then my other friends, my teenage friends that I told I'd never do it, I said I'd do it with them, my Israeli friends. They were outside smoking, and they laughed. They laughed at me laughing, and that caused me to laugh more, and then I fell asleep. It was pretty lame. So, yeah, not for me, but, do you. I'm all for it. Why am I talking about this now? Let's just play some poker. Alright, so you remember in the car I was talking about what we want to start with on a short stack? It's not this. This is worst case scenario. Like absolutely like there's 5 games. We're gonna go with this one. Yeah, not ideal. That's alright. Look at that. Plenty. Alright, we're down to 11K here on the button. You're racing me? That man looks serious as hell, but I think I'm committed. I think I'm committed. Yeah, you're serious, but I got something. I hope you have ace king, I guess. All right, I'm all in. You all paired up over there? No, you're not. No, you're not. Look at that. Hold, flip. I'm so good at these. This is my thing, my specialty, as you can see. Yep. No straight flush? All right. I list both ways. Which I would have laid you 85 to 1 on your hand. I swear to you, 85 to 1, and I would have put up 10,000. I'm telling you, I know stuff. I can feel it. Feel it in my bones. Okay, there was 29K. I actually got to see 3 flops in Limit Hold'em. First one I opened with 9-10 of clubs. The big blind defended, came ace 5-5. He bet I folded because I have 9-10 high. And then the other one goes raise, call, call from the small. I'm in the big blind with my hand, the 10-7 offsuit. That's the hand, right? Diamonds and clubs. Oh shit, where's my water? Left it. And then the flop was queen, queen 5, so we didn't win that one. And then here on the button for my last 11K, open up with the 6s. Had the straight flush draw on the turn, which was cute, right? Give it a little kick in the... Oh, I'm out. I just forgot my water. All right. All right, so what do we do now? It's early. I'm drinking a coffee. So sleep's probably not a thing right now. We'll take a nap at some point, but we got to figure out what today looks like, because today's a little bit of a mess scheduling wise. There's no big stuff, but there's 2 events. There's 3. I'm not playing the no limit. That at 1 p.m. is a $2,500 big bet mix. It's got triple drop pot limit. You got Big O. You got pot limit Omaha. You got pot limit Omaha 8 or better. You got PLO. You got no limit. You got all the games, and I've done really well in that. Last year I think I came like 12th. Year before that I think I cashed like 20th or something. So it's a good mix for me. But at 3 p.m. is also a very good tournament for me. My favorite game, my best game, stud 8. So what to do? I think I'm going to relax for a little bit and then jump into the big bet mix when we feel it's appropriate. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Well, hello. It's me again. Just had a long siesta, much needed, after having to get up earlier than I have been, to play the one orbit of the horse. Big bet mix is in full swing right now. It is 4 p.m. Started at 1. The good news with this tournament that I just noticed, I thought it was 1 re-entry. There's 2 re-entries for a big bet mix. So there's really no rush to get there because we're going to double one way or another, I'm going to push the envelope on the first bullet and second, and obviously play the third as well as I can if need be. Hopefully we just run well on the first one. And when I say push, I don't mean spew, I don't mean punt, I don't mean do anything stupid. I just mean play a higher variant style, right? So for example, in pot limit triple draw, it's a bloody game. You can get it in. If I have a nice 1-card draw to a wheel, I'm not going to play safe and scared. I'm going to just pot it, Let's go. Let's gamble. And there's a lot of games in the mix like that. I forgot one of the other games that's in there too. It's a 5-card draw. Really enjoy that. That's a lot of fun. Old school. I played that growing up as a kid. So I feel like I have a little bit of an edge in that. I've got more experience probably than some of the young bucks playing 5-card draw. But I'm in no rush, but I'm going to go now. I'm going to make a coffee and then play for an hour, break, and then 2 more hours, and then dinner break. So get a little more opportunity to relax. And that's that. All right, let's go. Let's do it. All right, here's my table here. Rumor has it you do lots of Instagram stories and people really like them.
Essentially,
Where the hell do people find your damn Instagram stories?
Pads 116 on.
Pads 116?
61. Yeah.
They didn't have just pads?
No.
You got in the game too late.
It's too expensive.
All right. I don't know. I'll pay whatever it is. Okay, very first hand dealt, Big O, Ace, Deuce, Deuce, Jack 10, and I won because I bet.
1, 2, 3.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Big O. All right, so it's my break, but he wants to tell you something.
Yeah, so I'm registered at the Fast Track machine, and Mattisau is having a conversation with Helmut on speakerphone.
About the hand that I was just texting him about.
I don't know about what hand
I'll
it
tell you
is,
the hand, it's
but
nuts.
all I heard was Helmut saying how great he played, and Mike arguing with him about how great he played in a different tournament.
Sounds about right. I'm going to tell you about that hand because it's nuts. I'll tell you when we get to the table. Okay. So far in this thing, you know what? I'll tell you about my hand on the break. I'll tell you about this. So this is triple draw. Dan Zach opens the button. Phil has the deuce 4-7, 3 bets from the small.
Okay.
Dan draws 3. So Phil catches a king and a jack. He wraps Pat. He wraps Pat with the king jack, and then bet all 3 streets. Snowing with the deuce 4-7, no blockers, king jack,
And did Dan Zach just pay
Dan.
him
No,
off?
Dan made an 8. He won.
Oh, well.
But I mean, it's just like, and
Why
then
would you
that's
draw
the hand.
dinners? Why would you
That's
draw
the
dinners?
hand he was trying to argue it. Like now, for those of you that know triple draw, we talked about this. You can do stuff like that if you have key blockers, like the
Hit
hand
that button up at the top
right, right.
that says learn how to
So
play these
if you
games.
had deuce, 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 or if you had like 2 pairs and stuff like that, or even a bad 2-card draw, that's when you do that. You don't do that with deuce 4-7. That's pure. You just play the hand as, you know, whatever. But anyway, Phil does Phil. All right, so I said I was going to gamble it up or whatever, and got to 60,000. Didn't really need to. This is an interesting hand, kind of, because it's not, but it is. Playing pot limit Omaha high low, okay? And the structure, we're playing 4-handed. The structure is 200, 300 blinds with a $500 ante. So if folds me in a small blind, I have to put 1 chip in. You basically just have to play. You can't fold there, right? So I pick up not a good hand. I have the king 10-6-3 with the 10-6 of diamonds. It's whatever. I put the chip in. The guy checks. Now the flop comes ace of diamonds, 4 of spades, jack of hearts. I check. He bets 800. I call. 6 low draw, gut shot, backdoor flush draws, things going. Turns the king of diamonds. We make kings. We still have the gut shot. We now have the flush draw as well. I check. And we have the low draw too with the 3-6. I check. He pots it. 2,500. Okay. I call. River's the 3 of diamonds. So I make my 10 high flush. Queen high or king jack high flush beats me. And then the low got there and I paired. And I was like, fuck it. Might as well just get some value. I bet 5K. And then I'm like, what an idiot. Because he raises pot. He raises pot. And I'm like, fuck. What did I do to myself? But because he can have a wheel here, and it is a heads up blind versus blind situation with him betting flop and potting turn, it's just like I kind of just have to pay this off with the 10 high flush, I felt like. So I do. I pay off. And he says flush. Okay. How big? He's got the 4-4. He flopped a set of 4s. 4-4-5-9 with the 9-4 diamonds. And he potted it on the river with no low. So that's a big mistake on his part, but it was nice for us. So we got 60,000, start with 35. Bullet number 1. Josh just sat down at the table. His brain's still moving a little bit slowly today, as you can tell. A little off schedule because of the early wake up. But we got 2 more hours, and then I'll just take another nap. I don't need a nap. I'm not tired. I just a little slow. Mike, you seem hot and bothered. What's going on?
Well, the fact that I just lined it off in the horse.
No,
is
you were
okay.
about something else.
That's nothing. I got to hear Phil Hellmuth tell me when he gets dealt deuce 4-7, king jack, and supposed to draw 2, and Dan Zach draws 3 in the big line. He's telling me how he patted a king jack. I said, you did what? I'm like, you at least draw the first time, and if you hit 2 paints and he draws 3 again, maybe you pat.
But it's more believable this way.
Yes, this is the most moronic play I've ever heard in the history of poker. It makes my queen 10 in the fucking Badoosie look like fucking gold.
Here we are, having fun. There's Mr. Seidel with a grin. Here we go. All right, we're in a mixed triple draw game. Pot limit, and this is blood. How many do you want?
Make sure you get my hair on. Introduce your
Okay,
contestant.
how many cards would you like?
Introduce your contestant.
How many cards would you like?
good.
You don't want any? Okay, there's 2 chances now. 2 chances is what we got. We're not going to keep this one, but we're going to keep these right here. And then we're going to do the fun squeeze. Let me set up the cam. Okay. Josh has seen this movie before. Josh has seen this movie before. All right. Okay, there's that.
I am still Pat.
Okay, that could be something. That could be something. That's what we call a pair.
We like that. Now give him something with pain
That could
on
be
it.
something. What am I trying to beat?
Perfect date.
Okay, I need to make a 7 then. So I need 2 across. That's it. 4 or 5. 4 rebuys. It's 3 across. Another pair of 6s. Take it. It's a fun game. All right.
game.
I'll be back.
Keep that seat locked.
Okay, so dinner break is in about 20 minutes. There's no point rushing to run back in and play 1 round. We'll take our dinner now, relax, and I'll tell you about a really interesting hand. Like I said, I was up to about 60 or 70, and then that last hand in triple draw of all the games, it's the most bloody, where you just really get it in. After first draw, I deuce 3, 6, 7 with 2 draws to go. And, you know, it's fine. We're just, like I said, we're trying to gamble anyway, and he was Pat, you know, a nice hand. He drew 2, made it, boom, right away, and I didn't. So good news is there's 2 rebuys available, but I'm going to tell you about an insane hand where I had the best hand on the turn, but there was not a single card in the deck. Not a single card in the deck. Appear what it would look like. No, there wasn't. I'm going to tell you about it. Let's go. Okay, so let's do this hand breakdown. This one's a little insane. This one's pretty nuts. So, we're playing Pot Limit Omaha, 8 or better. Or is it? No, it's Big O. So you get 5 cards. So it's basically Pot Limit Omaha, 8 or better, but with 5 cards. Blinds are 2 and 400 with a 400 big blind ante. Josh limps, Frank limps, Button limps, or whatever. I limped the small blind with the, not a great hand, but it's 200. I got the 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 with the 8, 3 of diamonds in my hand. Call 200, never know. So now the flop comes 10 diamonds, 9 diamonds, 4 spades. So I have like the idiot end wrap, backdoor lows, 8 high flush draw, which is nothing. I mean, Big O. I check. Josh bets 2,000. Frank calls. And so does Patrick Leonard on the button. So I'm up against these 3 guys. He calls. So now I'm getting a really good price. I'm obviously wary. I'm not like excited if a jack comes, because that's like, that fills Queen 8 and Queen King or whatnot. But the other littler ones with some back doors, I thought, okay, let's, with the 4 in there too, I could actually turn a deuce and then have like another wrap on the bottom end. So I call. Now the turn's a 7 of spades. So there's 2 diamonds, 2 spades, 7, and I have the 6, 8, okay? So my plan here is to bet fold, because there's no way, if I bet size, that anyone's going to be raising here without the jack 8. They're just going to call. So I think about it. There's 10,000 in the pot. I go for 10. I got bet 8, really sizable pot. Hoping to, you know, weed the field and maybe play it heads up. I now have the low draw as well with the straight. So just in case, you know, somebody hits the something, I can hit the something. Josh calls. Frank calls. Pads calls. What the hell? Now I'm like, shit, there's like no card I want to see on the river, right? Because a low card, I might probably lose a low. A diamond, I got to lose to bitter diamonds. A spade, I lose to, you know, somebody who has backdoor spades. Any one of the straight cards, probably somebody has a jack queen, something like that, right? I don't know. So I'm just like praying for like half of it. If, you know, it's like an ace on the river. That's not one of the suits. Well, it is an ace, and it's the ace of diamonds, which doesn't look like a good card for me, although I would have thought somebody had the ace of diamonds drawing to the nut flush. Clearly nobody was. At this point, I'm in a weird spot. So I have the 3, 5 for low now, right? Which is okay. I lose to deuce 3, deuce 5, and that's it, right? Yeah, deuce 3, deuce 5. So I had the 3rd nut low, and I also have an 8 high flush now. Crap. So here's the thing. I look over at Pad's stack, and he's got 7,600 left, okay? So I thought to myself, wow, I could use him potentially to lock up at least half of this pot. What I mean by that is this. So if Josh jams, he calls, whatever, I can just fold, right? But if they both check and Pad's bets, I can rejam and get all the marginal hands out. And then, unless Patrick has me for both ways, I'm going to get half this pot. Unless he has a higher flush and a better low, which is very unlikely, right, in this spot for him to have, then I'm going to get half this pot. So I check, Josh checks, Frank checks, and Pads check. So I say flush, 3, 5. Nobody had the flush. Listen to the hands. Josh had 10s, 3 10s. He flop top set. Frank Casella had 9s and 10s with a jack, queen, king. So he had the full straight on the wrap. And then Pads had ace, 3, 5, queen, jack with spades. So I end up getting 3/4 of this pot because Pads has the same low as I do with the 3, 5. And of course my flush is somehow low. But after that, didn't win many pots. So it's going to be dinner break for me. Not too, you know, this one wasn't emotional in that regard. And then like you saw the last hand in pot limit triple, I gamble with the deuce 3, 6, 7 with 2 more draws to come. I need a 4 or 5. Didn't catch it. And we're back to the rebuy window in an hour, folks. All right, so we inhaled our Sakara salad. Got us some chocolate from over there. And now, before I go on break, I'm going to go to Contenders Clothing. And we're going to look, because, you know, we told Mikey we'll get him some t-shirts. So we're going to look through all the different collections. The Godfather, Muhammad Ali. I'm thinking a No Mercy shirt, Cobra Kai. Maybe a Problem Child. Oh, and we got to get him a Drago. I Must Break You. We'll get him a few. Upgrade his wardrobe a little bit with some fun stuff. Here's the deal. We just played a 5-card draw hand that you don't see every day. Raise, re-raise, I call. He calls. Draws 3, draws 3, draws 1, draws 1. He makes 3 7s. He had 3 deuces. I started with 3 9s.
3 5s.
3 5s. I'm sorry. I started with 3 9s. The nuts. This man started with 2 aces. He goes all in with the 3 7s. He calls with the 3 deuces. I call with the 3 9s. And this guy over here almost fucking folds the 3 aces. Had I known, I would have shoved myself.
If you shoved, I'd fold.
I know. What the hell?
It's brutal because like
That hand was insane.
I know.
I do too. I'm like, please fold.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. We're both like, well, fuck. I thought I might be beat by him, but nope. This guy's got us. But he says, I for sure have you beat.
Well, I mean,
Oh
yeah.
my god. What the hell, man? I've never seen that before. 4 people. Well, I started with the best hand and they ended up second place. All right, we're all in. We started with this hand, and this after the first draw, and now we're drawing one again. This is the same one we had. Remember? Over there. Okay. What's no card. All right. We're gonna get the squeeze in now. Get the camera, the squeeze, big pot. I got it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Where was it? There we go. These are the 4 we had. And then we need the special squeeze. Everybody's coming along. That's not it again. I had that one already. Okay, 1 card. How many you want?
You want to change your mind?
1 card. Yeah, he doesn't want any cards.
Okay,
He's-
no cards. Turn your-
What do I got?
Yeah,
What do I got to beat?
Turn your cards up.
You got a 10?
Wow.
A 10?
A 10.
Who?
You're
3
live,
draws
brother.
out of 10?
That's not good
What is going on in this fucking world? I don't even understand anymore.
I did not expect to see a 10.
Holy fuck me.
This is
Okay, we're on
No,
our
I'm
third
with you.
bullet
I
here.
am
Third
so
bullet
lucky.
here.
I
And this
picked
guy
this
right
guy.
here,
He
this
put me in.
obsidian, whatever the fuck it is, she
I
gave
somehow-
me. I literally, in 4 days wearing this thing, have not won a single fucking all-in. Not a single one.
You done with it?
Bye-bye, Dragon Glass. Put that one in the pot. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. We losing our minds up in here. So, we're going to talk about this hand, this 5-card draw hand. It's one of the more in Met press hands. But can we also talk about my triple draw situation? Remember in the 10K triple draw, I went down with deuce 3 5 7, deuce 3 5 7, deuce 4 5 7, 3 times, like 2 4 6, like 8 or 9 draws, whiffed all those. Today, we whiffed the deuce 3 6 7, 2 draws on the second one. I started with it on the first one. I started with deuce 3 3 6 7. I couldn't beat the 10 on that one. So that's like a lot of draws in a row where we've ended up with, for lack of a better term, sausage. Some beefy sausage in our hand. Let's go talk about this fucking insane 5-card draw hand, okay? Anyway, we're on the last bullet. It's like 39K. This is insane. Maybe I just need to get it all out of my system in the 2500 and these small ones because it's all gonna like be sunshine and rainbows in the big ones. Okay, let's talk 5-card draw. What in the hell was this hand? All right, the blinds are 400, 800, with $1,200 big blind Annie or whatever, Annie. Ryan Lang opens under the gun to 2,000. Okay, Benny makes it 6 in the cutoff, and we're pretty deep here. I have like 80,000 at the time, so I could easily just re-raise this hand. It's actually good, but I decided to slow play trap with it in a unique way, and you can do either, like I said. So I flat. Now Mike Nouri in the small blind cold calls 6,000 raise 3-bet call. He cold calls. And then Ryan fucking overcalls. So it's 4 ways. Fucking Nouri draws 3. 3. No hands fucking supposed to have there. Then he's supposed to fold aces. Ryan fucking Lang draws 3. Never supposed to have 7s, but to his credit, he was just trying to rebuy. Okay, he was trying to get in and punt. Benny draws 1. Okay, that could be 2 pair, but he's smart. He knows to disguise his hand. If he had trips, he's going to take 1, right? Which is what we do, okay? That's what we do. We take 1. We got 9, 9, 9, 10, 8. We throw away the 10. Think it's slightly more likely somebody has 10s than they do 8s. So maybe we have a slightly better chance to make, because it doesn't matter which
pair we fill up on, right? So I think that's probably slightly better. More likely someone has 10s and 8s, okay? So we draw 1, okay? Now, Nouri checks. Ryan goes all in for 22,000. Benny calls. Now I got to worry Benny's got me beat because I only have 3 9s. I'm not worried about Nouri. I mean, I guess I should be a little bit. He's got a pair. I know it's bigger than... I know it's aces is what he's got, right? But figure, I don't know. These guys got aces too. Maybe he's drawn dead, so what's the point? But I'm like, okay, 22,000. Well, I'm getting a really good price. Benny could have smaller trips. Benny could have aces up or kings up or some shit. So I call. Now Nouri goes like this. What the hell happened there? Da, 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 da. I know I got you beat. Da, da, da. Me and Benny are like, kind of looking at each other like, oh, we're fucked. We know this guy's got a big trips. So he finally calls and he wins the whole pot with the 3 aces. So 3 7s, 3 5s, 3 9s to start. And then the guy hits the fucking ace. So here's the thing about the hand, and this is so nuts because like maybe for a millisecond I thought about this, but because I drew 1, one of the things I could have done if I wanted to play really above the rim was when Ryan goes all in, Benny calls. The thing is, Ryan's all in. He's not supposed to have smaller trips. He's supposed to have like 3 queens, 3 kings. But I'm like, I kind of know, it feels like he's kind of gambly. I don't know. Maybe he's doing that with 2 pair. But either way, for 22K, he goes all in. Benny calls. I got to call Ryan, right? Like if Benny doesn't or whatever. So I feel like I got to go with that hand. But because I drew 1, right? I could have done that with like 4 flush, 4 straight type hand. So if I re-raise the pot there or something like that, Nouri's got to fold his 3 aces, right? Because now it looks like I have a made hand. Why would I ever, not? But the problem with that is, the only slight problem is, what if Benny's trapping? Like, what if Benny filled up? Or what if Benny... No, what if he filled up? But it's so fucking hard to fill up. So, like, very, very small. Like, it's almost like, what's the point of worrying about Nouri? I mean, he's got 1 out or whatever, maybe. But, yeah, in retrospect, I could have made a sick-ass play by re-raising, getting Nouri to fold, and then have better trips against the other 2 players. And maybe the play could have done this. Let's say Benny had 3 jacks. Maybe he has to fold that one too, if I re-raise. So, I mean, like I said, it was only a split second that I thought about it. It didn't seem all that worthwhile. But in retrospect, listen, when you want to play above the ring, that was available to me, and I didn't take it. So, on me. Was it an insanely fucking bizarre hand that didn't make any sense in every way? Absolutely. One of the craziest hands, well, certainly the craziest 5-card draw hand I've ever played, and one of the craziest hands you'll ever see. What in the world just happened there? My goodness. So now, I am getting so fucking tilted, because, like, you see, every time I go all in, like, I film them. You're not seeing me film the ones who, hey, look at that, good boy, doubled up. When was the last time you seen that? When was the time you ever seen me have the worst hand? Oh, God forbid, have the worst hand, and then somehow be all in and win? You never seen that. We're 2 weeks in, yo. You've never seen that because it hasn't happened, y'all. The only time that I got all in with the worst hand and didn't win but chopped was in the heads up against Kevin. This is no joke. From all the way back to the heads up, where I had 2 jacks against queens, cooler heads up. We get it in, and we chopped the pot because the straight came on board. That's the fucking only time I've been all in with the worst hand and won. Woo, man, if I wasn't rich, I'd be fucking losing my mind right now in a different way, right? But this is just too much. I'm a competitive person. I just want to win. It's not about the money for me, y'all. It's not. It's just a lot to take when it keeps happening, and it's been happening for years. Like, no one, I mean, I try to prove it to you with the videos, and I'm not editing out any of the ones that I win. So you see what you see. This is really happening. And you know what? Everyone goes through this. The question is, how resilient are you? Are you going to get up off your feet? Are you going to sulk right now, which is what I'm doing, right? But what's next? What's after this sulk? Right now, I just gotta, can I say man up? You guys be offended by that? Because I am male. I identify as male. I'm going to man up and just focus and do my best. That's it. That's it. That's all I can do. But I'm also going to have my moment of acting like a nutcase, because that's how I feel. A little bit nuts.
So don't be mad that I got this thing. It was cheap and it's fun. It's a ski workout. You can feel it too. there are poles that you put on where you do your arms too. I'm just getting used to it. It's really like, seems like you could fall right off this thing.
Okay, I gotta get this. What just happened here is this, okay? 5-card draw. My man, he has all the chips right now. And he's still, okay, so 5-card draw. He raises. He re-raises. He goes all in. He calls. He draws one. He says, Pat. He's got kings up. He says, I got a 10. Oops, lucky you got somebody to have chips, but what the hell? He was playing the wrong game, obviously. Such is life.
I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
By the way, you're gonna have to pay me for that.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Release.
How much do you need? I mean, you're.
I'll take 100,000.
100,000?
Yeah.
I'll talk to my guys and we'll get back to you on that.
Yeah.
My people talk to you.
All right, we have one chip left. We're gonna put it in the middle. PLO is the game. This is my man. PLO high, just in case. And over there, this is who we're playing with. This is our hand in the blind. All right, I just have a king.
King's good.
Okay, king is good. What do you got?
9.
We gotta show. You gotta show the cards.
I'm curious what
Oh,
the other ones are.
okay, here we go.
All right,
8 ball.
no spade.
8 ball.
Look at that.
Wow, he holds.
Holy shit, it's because I took the bracelet off. First hands is the bracelet. All right, we got another pot limit triple draw hand against my man here.
Are we playing
I'm all in, you're all in, right? Okay, I got 2 draws left. Let's take a look here. What we're drawn to in the whole situation. Okay, I'm all in, you're all in, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, we need 1 card. See how many he needs. Then we can do the fun sweat thing because it's been going so well. But now I took off the bracelet, I'm probably like 8-1 favorite.
You know what?
You're good with those?
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what? Go for it.
All right, he's good with those.
Show me what you got, homeboy.
Well, I hope to. One draw left, right?
Yep.
Tough decision against you.
I just played the wrong game against this guy for all
Yeah.
the money. That's a tough decision.
Man, I'm gonna do a stupid break.
All right, good hand.
What do you got?
What do you got?
You broken.
Did I break the best hand?
What do you got?
You gotta turn your hand up.
over.
Broke it, didn't I?
You did.
Fuck, you had a better, you had a worse 9. All
You
right.
did.
All right. It's hard to keep a 9-8.
All right, come on. But don't give me.
3 across. That's
Oh, you got
2-1
3
favorite.
across? Oh, you got it. You got it.
Spade. No spades out there.
Nice hand.
Hey, we got one. All
Nice
right.
hand.
Thanks,
Nice
bud.
hand.
Okay, we bagged. I'm gonna just say this pretty much an abject disaster. To bag 23-6 after yesterday bagging 29,000 and having to come back early with nothing, with dust. So I got 23. And I'm gonna say this. I don't say this often, but this is the first time. You know what? Let me tell you after I pee. Okay, hold on. All right, we got that handled. Right. So let's be transparent. Okay, always. I tell you the truth. When I play well, and I get unlucky, when I play poorly, sloppy, when I make mistakes, all the things. That last 2 hours, from my perspective, was a shit show on my part. Did not play well, sloppy, impatient, with a mindset of not sure I wanted to even be there in that last 2 hours, with a short stack specifically. But at the same time, you know, sitting on like 35,000, and I ante down to 23.6, so I didn't just slop in the rest. But again, yeah, that's 2 hours of World Series of Poker play that was terrible. Just, I'm gonna go over the hand, just sloppy. Like I said, sloppy. A couple bluffs here, sloppy. Get a good night's sleep. The thing is like I don't want to come back at 1 with a short stack when the next event will be at 3, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So that's where I was at. I was like, let's get some chips or get the hell out of here. But got to come back at 1. Good thing is we got our trusty little, what do you call it? Steam room. Break room, steam room. So we got that going for us. And listen, you know, we can spin it up. No reason why not. Very frustrating day and for a lot of different just weird shit. Yeah. That's the end of that one. Peace.